Friends, I love you so much. This is TNC TV official from where you can get knowledge of English. Have you ever asked yourself if you don't speak English fluently? I'm telling you here to TNC TV official, it is a sure deal. Friends, first of all, you subscribe to this channel. If you have not subscribed, please do it for my sake. You do it for your sake too, because with this channel, there is no need to cross the borders of a country saying that you go to United States or UK to learn English, because you are going to make sure that all of the lessons are delivered. All of the lessons are clear. I have made researches. I have seen that it is possible to follow English online. Everywhere you are, you can follow the lessons. You have your smart devices, you can follow English. You can follow the lessons. The lessons are 10 ones in English, dear friends. I'm telling you. After making more researches, I have seen that when you learn 10 lessons, when you take these 10 lessons like a song, you sing them, you understand them, you understand the way these lessons are manipulated. I'm telling you, you're going to see that there is improvement in your everyday lives. When you meet the Americans, when you meet the English natives, you cannot fail to understand them. They are going to understand you too. You're going to share the conversations during the interviews. I'm telling you, you're going to perform well. You are going to convince the panel. You're going to convince the audience. You are going to see that really you have delayed. But please, I'm telling you, you will know English, you will practice English, you will flexibly speak English, on condition that you know 10 lessons. These 10 lessons are found in the book myself I have written, Get Knowledge of English. I told you that with this book, you can learn those 10 lessons. And when you know those 10 lessons, I'm telling you, you don't have any problem. You are going to leave in the comments. You leave a comment. You show me what we must do to be fluent in English. If you have other special demonstrations, go ahead. I made mine. You are going to follow the way I have made researches. I have seen that when you know these 10 lessons, really, you can be flexible, you can be fluent, you can convince the audience. Me too, I think that everywhere you are getting convinced, because according to the comments, I see that I have to go ahead. As I promised you, I will never cease to create for you different videos that will satisfy your needs. These videos are there to explain more about English. What you must know in English to be fluent. Number one is to know more about the nouns. If you don't know more about the names of the nouns, I'm telling you, you cannot be fluent in English, because to know the nouns is to know the surroundings. When you know the surroundings, how they are called in English, I'm telling you, you will communicate without any problem. After the nouns, you are going to know more about the pronouns. When you know the pronouns, those 8 kinds of pronouns should be known 100% to make sure that you don't have any problem. So my question is, when I am trying to examine the people, to interrogate the people, please, I ask you to tell me more about the 10 lessons. When you fail 10 lessons, I'm telling you, you remain with the problem. You cannot communicate freely because you have the confusions about the lessons you should know in English. Those pronouns should be 8 ones. I tell you that. Personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, relative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, reflexive pronouns, and reciprocal pronouns. They must be 8. You read the book, Get Knowledge of English if you have it. If you don't have it, you give order. I send the book is going to reach you. When the book reaches you, I'm telling you, you read more about those words. You are going to understand the way you are going to organize them while constructing the best sentences. You know 80 kinds of pronouns. If you know 80 kinds of pronouns, I salute you. I'm telling you, you want the best way of knowing English. After 80 kinds of pronouns, please, you make sure that you know more about the verbs. While making researches have seen that those verbs should be categorized into three ones. I mean, auxiliary verbs, to be, to have, to do. Modal verbs, can, must, may, shall, will, they are 5. And full verbs. Consider as all of the verbs apart from auxiliary verbs and modal verbs are full verbs. This is the strategy. This is the trick that is going to lead you to the advanced level of English. I'm telling you, when you know that in English you can find 3 kinds of verbs, you are going to study only how they are conjugated. Those verbs are conjugated in 12 tenses, 6 moods of speaking, and 4 forms. Which 12 tenses? I mean present tense, present continuous, present perfect continuous, past tense, past continuous, past perfect continuous, future tense, future continuous, future perfect continuous. By here, you see there are 12 tenses you can find in English, I'm telling you. For 6 moods, you have to know that you're going to find indicative mood, imperative mood, subjunctive mood, conditional mood, participle mood, and infinitive mood. You're going to see that there are only 6 kinds of moods. Moods of speaking. While speaking, there are some emotions you are presenting. Guys, you have to know more about the 6 moods. If you don't know those 6 kinds of mood, you WhatsApp me, you mail me, I'm ready to explain you more. Inbox, I can follow you, I can teach you, I can support you to know more about the 6 kinds of mood. After 6 kinds of mood, you have to know more about the 4 forms. Affirmative form, the sentence that is in affirmative form. The sentence that is in negative form. The sentence that is in interrogative form. I will teach you also another special form that is called the question tag. Question tag. Keep watching the videos you create here. You WhatsApp me, you mail me. I'm going to satisfy your needs. There is no need to cross the borders of a country. There is no need to go to United States. There is no need to go to UK saying that you go to learn English. If you have the smart devices, laptop, smartphone, you can follow me. You can learn English, you can understand English, and you practice it freely. After lesson number 3, that is called verbs. You have to know more about adverbs. In English, we have 7 kinds of adverbs, according to my researchers. You can even make your own researches too, and you leave a comment. When you leave a comment, I'm ready to debate you. I'm ready to discuss with you. We can see something that can make people practice English easily without crossing the borders of their countries. You did primary, you did secondary, you did university. You attend different classes, and you are still having of communicating with the foreigners. When you meet the foreigners, you think in local language. You don't think in English. Think in English first of all. Gather your ideas, gather your thoughts in English more than they have to be in a local language. Yes, I don't despise, I don't neglect local language. Is very important too. But you know, the world, everywhere you read, all over in the world, you are going to meet the people who are English speakers, who don't know local language. You are going to cooperate. You are going to enter in different businesses on condition that you understand each other. The communication skills, very important in your everyday lives. By here, I think that I don't doubt everyone is satisfied of my explanation. Guys, 7 kinds of adverbs are very important to know. I told you that. Those ones are adverbs of manner, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of quality, adverbs of quantity, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, adverbs of degree. You see, they are 7. You have to master them. You have to understand them. You have to make sure that you don't have any confusion about the 7 kinds of adverbs. After adverbs, of course, you are going to master 6 kinds of adjectives. Which 6 kinds of adjectives? Let me tell you, let me remind you, I will never cease to continue to clear them because I have ambition to make sure that everyone is going to follow the lessons here to TNC TV official. Either is certified 100%. Is going to say, wow. Is going to congratulate me. Is going to thank me. Is going to say, really, English was prepared well here to TNC TV official. I want to make sure that everyone knows more about the adjectives. 6 kinds of adjectives should be known 100%. Which ones? Qualificative adjectives, you have to know them. Possessive adjectives, you have to know them. Demonstrative adjectives, you have to know them. Interrogative adjectives, you have to know them. Indefinite adjectives, you have to know them. Numeral adjectives, you have to know them. When you know 6 kinds of adjectives, I'm telling you, you become the best English speaker. You speak English freely. You speak English confidently. You speak English like English native, like American. I mentioned those 2 accents because when you know these basic skills to adopt the accent, it is very simple. It is not a challenge. Don't say I'm meeting the Indians, I'm meeting the Chinese, I'm meeting the Americans, I'm meeting the Nigerians, I'm meeting the South Africans, and I'm failing to communicate in English. I'm meeting the Ugandans, I'm failing to communicate in English. Friends, my name is Celestine. I was born here in Rwanda. I grew up in Rwanda. I decided to know English. I made more researches. I have seen that it is possible. But there is a unique condition to make sure that you don't have any problem about these 10 lessons. I'm telling you, if you are still having the challenges about the 10 lessons, you will continue to fail to communicate with the foreigners. By here, if you are interested, you give order of the book Get Knowledge of English. I send it, it reaches you by email, by WhatsApp. The book reaches you. When the book reaches you, I'm telling you, you follow lesson by lesson. Within only 3 months you are speaking. There are some people who are testifying that what I'm saying, it's true. I'm realistic. I never lie in my life. What I know, I know. What I don't know, I don't know it. But by here, I'm telling you, English is a language that systematically you can know it. You can understand it. You can even become the best lecturer, the best professor, the best teacher of it, and you teach it to everyone and get convinced. Yeah, maybe you have attended different classes in curfew. You didn't understand clearly more about these 10 lessons. I have numbered them. I have seen that they are only 10. Okay. After knowing adjectives, 6 kinds of adjectives, you have to know 2 kinds of articles. Definite article, the, and indefinite article, a or n. Those are the simple words you have to press before the nouns to make sure that the nouns are definite or are indefinite. Guys, Keep watching our videos here to TNC TV Official. I'm telling you, within the shortest time, you're going to see that there is improvement in your English fluency. I promise you that you will never regret. Remember to subscribe. After subscribing, comment after comment, you share the video with the others, because our lessons should reach further. Everyone needs to know English. People need to know English. They follow the way you explain the lessons. They ask the questions in the comments. We are ready to respond on them, and they get satisfied. After articles, conjunctions, you have to know more about those words, what that are there to connect the other words, like with and but or and comma. After this, prepositions after prepositions, phrasal words after phrasal words, interjections, and you finish the lesson. Dear friend, are you satisfied? Is there any lesson you don't understand? In the comment. Next time, I'm ready to explain it, and I make sure that everyone is following the lessons here to TNC TV Official is either able to understand, to explain the lessons are found in English. I love you. Keep watching our videos. Remember to subscribe if you didn't subscribe. I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.